Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Off Topic. Today, we're taking another trip downtown. We're going to stop at Gallery4 and talk to Scott and a guest artist, see what they have in store for us. So let's bring in Scott, and we'll have. Oh, let's get him on. Hello, Scott.
Hi, how are you?
I'm just fine. Thank you for being patient and making sure that we can do this okay today. So I welcome you and thank you. And I want everybody to know a little bit about Gallery4, and I know you've done a lot of work and a lot of things have gone into place to make it what it is today. I kind of want to jump in and see what we can find out. I want to see if you can share a little bit of the background on Gallery4, how it came to be, and where are you at today.
Sure, definitely. Glad to describe all of that. Interesting enough, we're actually in our 45th anniversary, so we've been around for 45 years. The interesting side note to all of that is that we're probably the oldest, longest continuous running artist cooperative in the country. Gallery 4 is. So it was started back in 1975. It came about because a couple of group of artists, local artists and college professors, they wanted a location. They wanted a store where they could showcase their art. So they got together, they brainstormed on what would be the best option for that, and they came up with an artist cooperative where the artists would showcase their art on the walls, but they would take turns working the gallery. So if whoever would come into the gallery, whether it be tourists, whether it be local residents, that they could actually answer all the questions that they had about the artist. So, and in speaking to one of the earlier artists, Kathy Luther, who's with us now at the gallery, she said it was just a great opportunity for other artists, because we've had some come and go throughout the years. They've moved out of the city and to other parts of the country, and so we've invited other new artists to come in as well too. So it's actually been an eclectic group of artists because we try to look for different types of mediums, different types of stories. And it's just been a great group from not only for us just to learn from each other, but also from the local people and tourists to understand what local art in the Fargo, Moorhead, and Red River Valley area consists of.
I love that. And I think that's what makes it so unique because there are so many aspects and so many different unique pieces. Um, where you are now, that wasn't your original location though, was it?
Oh, no, we believe in moving around. So right now, our location, we've been here for just over a year, maybe a year and a half now, is at 115 Robert Street in downtown Fargo. And actually, when we look back and we were adding up all the different locations that we were at, we've stayed consistent within the downtown metro area. So that's been exciting. We started off in the Delandrecies building, nonetheless. And if you're wondering how we got the name Gallery 4, we wanted to be an artist gallery, of course, but then we started on the fourth floor in the Delandrecies building. So that's how it came to be of Gallery 4. And throughout those years, we've moved in different locations. We were also on Main Street in Fargo, on 8th Street. We're at the Moorhead Center Mall. We were in the Black Building on two different occasions. And now we've ended up at our current home at 115 Roberts.
And I know that being downtown is kind of the heart of the city, and you having so many artists, having pieces. And I think that all kind of incorporates all of that. And you stand for, I think, what downtown is, our unique aspect and what people are looking for. And I mean, thank you for having that and bringing that. And I think that's what brings people to our area is our art and our theater and our music. And so, you're one of the staple, I think, that brings everybody down. But I'm wondering, how many artists do you have that are involved in the gallery? And then you said before that they're the primary people that work at the gallery?
Yeah, exactly. We have a couple different groups. We have primary artists, and though we have about 14 right now, and they're in the main gallery, and I'm one of those artists as well too. And so they have a variety of mediums, so, from pottery to glass to oil paintings to watercolors. We have steel, we have mosaics, we have photography, we have encaustic painting. We just have a lot of different variety, which is good. So we have 14 main artists, and we actually take turns working the gallery desk. So like I said earlier, when someone comes in and they have some pretty in-depth questions about the art piece itself or even about the artist, we're really able to give a good answer to them and give them an understanding of what the art is here in the main gallery. The other thing and I can switch the camera here to give you a quick look. We have in the back room of our main gallery, we call it the Matilda Roberts Gallery. And this is where we have 25 supporting artists. And we've dedicated this room and this gallery to those artists because they may not be able to work on a full-time basis like we do, but they have some amazing art that they showcase, whether it's jewelry, whether it's glass, whether it's woodworking, pottery. And so we allow them to have some space on the wall for their larger art pieces as well too, from their wood carvings. We have a lot of Native American art as well too, just different one variety from what the artist feels is intriguing. And then we also have shelving space where they're able to dedicate a lot of different of their pieces, from greeting cards to smaller prints to wood cuts. So it gives the artists a variety to display their artwork in a public area so that other people who come in to visit the community can see their art.
I love that. I lost you a little bit. You must have been in the back room.
Sorry.
But we got you back. So the other question that I bring then is, you have 14 artists. Do they set up their own displays? Who is in charge of hanging the pieces?
We actually have a great group that we have a rotation basis on our art. And so I'll take you a look at through the gallery itself too. We have different wall space throughout the gallery, and different what we call cubbies, which artists can hang their work on as well too. And throughout the gallery itself, we have different walls and different cubbies towards the front and also towards the back. And so every 3 months we rotate the art, or when we get new pieces of art that is sold, we bring the new pieces of art in so that we can put them on the wall. And we actually have a group of artists who talk about, like if we have an exhibit, they go ahead and they display that artwork, so they're actually really good at it. So it gives not only a great aesthetic feel to it, but also is great for the consumer too. Here's an example of one of our feature walls that we have. It's called Won't You Be My Neighbor? And this one, all the artists contribute, the primary artists do different pieces, and then our group hangs them every month. So every month we have a different theme, and they can talk about this one is Won't You Be My Neighbor? A lot of themes as well too.
I love that. And that kind of answers my next question. Is I was wondering if there was ever, how long the pieces were in, and if there was ever an overall theme in the gallery. But you just said you have monthly themes.
Right, we have a monthly theme just because we like to keep art fresh, and not only for the guests who come into the gallery, but also for the artists themselves. I mean, we wouldn't be artists unless we challenge ourselves with a creative flair or a creative topic. I'm going to take you to our latest June theme. It's called Purple. And this one I love. One, it's because it's the color purple. Different variety of art pieces. We have metal, we have photography, we have tile mosaics. And it just really showcases the creative talents of the artists, and each one is different, which is, and so we sort of feed off each other on the artistic talent.
I love that. And the other thing, and you'd said you do have a guest artist with us today?
We do. I am going to introduce you to Marci Dronin, and we're going to go over to her section, her wall, and she is going to share with us her inspiration and her new pieces and everything that she has. So welcome, Marci.
Well, hello, Marci.
Yeah. I'm not really a guest artist, Maren. I'm one of the crew.
But you have art, you're my guest. So.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm working mostly recently on the theme of places and people. which is kind of an overarching theme I've developed for a show I'm going to have in Bismarck in September, hopefully. So places like I have acrylic painting. I work in acrylic and watercolor. So this is like an outdoor North Dakota calm scene. I grew up on a farm and I kind of miss that horizon and sky that you don't always see in Fargo.
Right.
And then I've been traveling, although this summer my traveling plans have kind of gone haywire, but this is kind of a fun little sketch from France, Alsace-Lorraine area of France, where these two fellows were sitting, I think, waiting for their wives to get done shopping. So so that's one of my places. Here's one that I really like this piece, and it was in the show of Won't You Be My Neighbor. I was envisioning where the Greta Thunberg mural was going to be down at the Fargo Front Street Tap Room, and I thought it would be on this wall. So this is the back of the Front Street Tap Room, where they have tables set up for people to sit outside and enjoy. This is not where they put her mural. Her mural is actually over here. So I'm going to do an updated version that I took a photo last night when I was there. So places and people are kind of what I've been enjoying doing. So that's my stuff.
No, it's wonderful. And I hope you get to do your show in September.
I know I do too. Well, I'll be ready regardless. So.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mark.
Thanks, Marci. So I know things have been different for everybody, and I know you're reopening, so to speak, tomorrow. How have things been different during the COVID pandemic? What have you done, and what are you going to be doing when you reopen?
Right. A couple of things that we've done is, we've had a couple of months where we've had to sit back and think. It's like, how are we going to do this? But, we listen to the CDC guidelines, and they tell us, to have hand sanitizer, to increase the cleaning schedule as well too, which we've taken in account as well too. And we're asking guests, just these first couple months until we hear otherwise, we require guests to wear masks just to protect not only themselves but also for the other artist patrons and the artists as well too. Right. So that's a good thing. The other things that we do is also social distancing as well. And in the past couple weeks, we've also gone ahead and we've updated a stage area. It used to be a stage next to the windows right on Roberts Street. And we took out that stage because we wanted to give guests more of an opportunity to take a look at art. And so it increased our display space. It increased the walkability level within our gallery as well too. We love going by the windows as well too, and the natural lighting as well. So that's a big plus for us.
Nice. I mean, and that is an important thing, and to get out and to see the art and to do it safely. I'm appreciative that you're doing that. As you're walking around, there's your hand sanitizer. Kind of let us know what it is you're showing us. Do you have anything? I know. Let's talk about your visitor center location.
Yeah, we're quite fortunate, and we've had good discussions with the FM Visitor Center as far as, they have a beautiful location right on the interstate in 45th Street. But there's also a lot of tourists who come to downtown. So we have great opportunity to partnership with them and to have a stand where we have not only the places to eat and dine and walk, but what are the things to do in downtown Fargo. We talk about a walkability schedule as well too. So how far is it to walk from this location to this other location? We also have a downtown mural map. So we have a lot of tourists who come in and they like to walk the downtown to look for the different murals that are out here as well too. And then we also have bus maps and the North Dakota Tourism pamphlets as well. So, and we do get a lot of requests and tourists coming in. So it's nice to have this available for them.
Definitely. And that mural map, I think that would be interesting for anybody. If, living here, a lot of the times we take things for granted, or we don't look for those things. That would be a fun event to do on a Saturday if you don't, know where those things are.
Right. True.
So as you're walking, kind of show us things that you have out, if you have things new, anything that you think that we would like to know when we come in tomorrow.
Right. A lot of things that we have right now, we're in the Made in Fargo gift shop area, and it's basically smaller jewelry items, smaller print sizes. We have also greeting cards and magnets as well too. A lot of them with the North Dakota and Minnesota theme, all handmade by the North Dakota and Minnesota artists. So that's why we like to call it the Made in Fargo gift shop, because a lot of the people, whether you're a tourist or whether you have relatives who've lived here or moved away, or you want to give them as gifts, they're looking for something that are North Dakota-ish, Minnesota-ish. And so
Yep.
we really like to tout this as well too at the gallery.
I love that. So I'm just going to kind of let you show us around the gallery.
Yes. So we have, and this is the artists. Another part of their creativity comes in this part too, because, we can all do like large size pieces. Some artists definitely have a creative flair for that. But when you go to the smaller size, it makes it a little different too, just because of the size aspect ratio. But it also creates a lot of excitement for the artist, because we sort of tell each other, oh, you should do this or you should do that. At our meetings we have, they come in and bring the different examples of things that they've been working on. And so it's sort of fun to see that as well too. And we don't critique, but we give ideas. It's like, oh, maybe you could do this or that. And it's just really sort of a fun, exciting time for the artists.
Good.
We have a variety of jewelry from all the artists, pottery as well too. We have tile mosaics, and then a lot of greeting cards as well too. A lot of them with a different theme. And what we found with customers is that they prefer to have them blank on the inside, because they like to write their own customized message to them as well. So we have a lot of variety for them in that regard too.
Nice. I do have a question that came in, if you would be willing.
Throw it at me.
Someone was wondering if there were any unexpected surprises with the renovation in the front window display.
Renovations in the front window display. It's sort of like Christmas morning when you're opening up a Christmas present. There's something inside, but you don't know exactly what. The only thing that we probably came into is like, it was a stage. So the previous tenants had, plants on and items like that. Our biggest thing was we wanted to make sure that we kept the recycled wood and recycle it for another project or displays. But nothing entirely. We were hoping we'd find a couple gold bars that we could use and sell off, but that wasn't the case. So no unexpected surprises. We have a couple of artists who are actually great carpenters and who are great with woodwork and floor finishing. So we repainted the floor so that it's sort of like the rustic look to the floor as well too. And so then we epoxied the top of it as well too for easy sweeping.
Nice. Okay. Well, good. Okay. Well, I'm not seeing any other questions at the moment. So I will let you go back to showing us things in the gift shop if you still have things that you would like to let people know about.
Yes, definitely. We have another room in the back that I'll just take you to quickly. It's like one of the biggest things that we like about our gallery is that it has a couple different rooms that we've converted. One into a smaller gallery for the supporting artists. The other one is a room where if we can have workshops and other classes as well too. So it's a perfect, very intimate location. So we have tables and chairs that we can set up as well too. We have artwork on the wall, so it's just another location to display.
Mhm.
But we have small meetings and other workshops and classes here as well too. And we also rent out the gallery for special occasions, groomsmen dinners, customer office parties, that type of thing.
Nice. And I mean, it really is kind of a central location for gathering, so to speak, then. I mean, it is kind of a nice thing to have. And I love that it's such a variety of things. You can come and see the art. Now, the question I had about the art, are these pieces for sale if someone is interested?
Every single one.
Okay. That's, some artists do like to sell their pieces. Some like to just display them. So just to let everybody know that anything you see at the gallery, you would be able to take it home with you.
Right. Yeah. I mean, the artists do have a personal attachment to some of them because so many hours are put into the art pieces
I would imagine.
themselves. But they also like to see it find a new home as well.
That's wonderful. So I just, I don't know if there's anything else you want to walk around and show us. I'm sure there's more to the gallery. And just to let everybody know, you are reopening tomorrow.
Right. Our hours are 10 in the morning until 5:30. So Friday and Saturday, we're doing a soft opening just to get us back into a routine as well too, to let our customers know. We also do curbside pickup. So if people may not want to come into the gallery, but they know what they want, they can give us a call and we can package it up and meet them outside on the curb and deliver it to them.
That's great. I'm loving the different textures. You just showed some metals.
Oh,
I love the different. You have such eclectic pieces, and it's from your different. I have 14 artists. Everybody will find something that is attractive. That they are attracted to.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
And the other thing is too, our artists are pretty flexible as far as we do commission work as well too. So if the guest is looking for a specific size, maybe a specific color, the artist is willing to talk to them about what their inspiration is, what room it's going to be in, and what they would like to see the final piece be. And we've had a couple requests for those as well.
That's great. And it's that individual that they can bring out that it's a piece just for them, made by the artist, and it's so unique. I love that idea that they'll make something just for you. Is that something that's done a lot? I know
commission pieces.
Yeah, I think that's just interesting.
I think, it depends upon the customer as well too. I mean, if they, we have a lot of different styles. And so if the customer comes in and they know I want something blue, they look at everything that we have that's blue. But there are also some who really have, they know what they want in their mind. So I think that's sort of fun to work with them on that and the customized pieces. The other thing is the size that goes on the wall. I mean, we have a lot of questions about, can you measure that art piece for me? And is it going to fit the space that I'm looking for, either in my home or my business, that type of thing.
Right. Well, I know you mentioned at the beginning that you also have pieces in the gallery.
I do.
Could we see your pieces?
Of course. I'm going to show you, I'm going to take you to two different walls. I do landscape photography. So one of the things that I like to do is go out in the country and take pictures of what's ideal in North Dakota and Minnesota. This one is a purple prairie clover. And so it's on their purple theme. And so I just love the delicate nature of the purple against the contrasting green grass.
I like that.
And then my other wall I have is, I like to do collages. So this one that I'm going to show you is about clouds. I think as a little kid, when I was young, I used to lay on the fields and the grass and just look up at the clouds and wonder, okay, where is that cloud going to? Or why is that cloud in a shape? So I wanted to do a cloud collage piece, and so I did it with this latest piece that I have printed on metal. It's about 250 different cloud formations, and then I pieced them all together into a format showing the different colors: sunrises, sunsets, blues, whites, a variety of colors. And then I have it printed on metal as well too. And so I think that gives the colors an extra pop. And it just has a different texture as well too.
Very nice. I love that.
Yeah. And then of course, what would North Dakota be without a winter scene?
Of course.
So I have a passion also for ones. So this is a single tree on the prairie. So I wanted to make sure that I captured it on a frosty day this past Christmas.
Very nice. Well, I appreciate you showing us your art. And I'd love if you have anything else that you would love to show us before we leave. If not, we will just make sure everybody is aware that you will have a soft opening this weekend, that they can come in and see you.
Yeah, I mean, we just invite people to come on in because it's also sort of like an experience. It's very one of the unique buildings in downtown Fargo. We have hardwood floors and open ceilings, and the space is just beautiful for a gallery with the wide open windows as well too, the natural lighting. So we'd love to see people come on down and check us out.
One more thing, if you could show us, hopefully we won't lose you. I'd love to have people who aren't maybe familiar of downtown coming into the weekend. Maybe we'll have visitors. Can you kind of show us outside where your location is and what your store looks from?
Yes, definitely. So we're heading outside right now. We have the entrance right to our building as well. So that is exciting for its easy access and handicap accessible as well too for people. So we're heading outside. Oh, it is nice and sunny. So I'm going to turn the camera around for all of us to see. When we took out that stage, the remodeling area, I wanted people to know that Ken Amundsen, who did that for us, he is a potter with us. He actually built and recycled the wood from the stage into these planter potters for us. We're just so happy about that because we're able to recycle the wood, but it just gives the exterior such a wonderful look too. And I'll just step back a little bit to give you a wide look at the gallery.
Very good. Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. We certainly appreciate it.
Yeah, a lot of people might not be familiar with addresses, but they can definitely know where you are. You have the corner of the post office on one end.
There's the post office right over there.
Okay.
And plenty of parking as well too. We have a parking ramp as well, so easy access with street parking too.
Very good. So we'll let everybody know again, you're at 115 Robert Street North. They can find you on Facebook, and you're also you have a website as well?
We do, Gallery4Fargo.net.
Perfect. All right, and your office, you're open 10 to 5, correct?
Yep, 10 to 5:30.
Perfect. All right. Well, I thank you so much for joining us, even though we had a couple glitches at the beginning.
Yeah, this was fantastic. We appreciate it. We love the technology.
Yes. Well, we're glad you joined us, and I hope everybody saw a little glimpse of what you can see this weekend. Once again, Scott, thank you, and thank you, Marci, for joining us as well. So
Yeah, thank you.
Well, have a good day.
You too. Bye now.